Hey everybody, Chad here again. Um, got a word that's on my mind. That's kind of been there. I believe kind of God's placed that there, and that word is motive. Um, this got brought up really last Thursday at our Fight Club get together. Which, for those of you who don't know, that's a men's Bible study, but it's really a lot more than that. It's the real deal. Um, and we were studying inside of 1 Corinthians chapter 13, and there really was a verse there that hit me, and that is 1 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 7, and that is, love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and endures all things. um, there, I believe what Paul's talking about isn't necessarily our relationship with God. It's our relationship with other human beings. It's our relationship with other people. And one thing that we talked about was how easy it is to love those that are friends, that are, people that haven't wronged you, people that haven't hurt you, people that you know, and how easy it is sometimes to love those that necessarily aren't that close to you. But what we hit on was how hard it is sometimes to love those that are closest to you, like your family, or those that have wronged you, those that people that you don't agree with their lifestyle, that you don't agree with the way they've made decisions in their lives, or you don't agree with their reputation, or whatever that might be. But how do we get to a point where, as Christians, as people that are chasing after God and what He has for us, how do we get to a point where our love really encompasses everything that we do? How do we try to model the love that Christ has for all people, including ourselves? How do we model that? And I believe that really is that we have to make that love of Christ our motive for everything that we do every day. Because everything that we do in our lives, down to the simplest thing, has a motive behind it. So really, we go to work every day, there's a motive behind why we go to work. For some people, that's just to make money, to pay bills, to live, to provide the lifestyle that they're after. It can be your motive of why you enjoy, let's say, hunting, because that's what's coming up soon, as everybody's excited about hunting. Well, the motive is you enjoy the sport, you enjoy the peace of the woods. There's a reason that you go. So how do we take and make the motive of what we do with our entire life the love of Christ? How do we take and do that? I believe that there's really two ways that we can start our day. Let's put it that way, okay? We can get up in the morning and our day's going to be about us. It's going to be about me. What am I doing for me today? Or when we start every day and we get up in the morning, is that going to be that our motive is Christ? Plain and simple, what this day is going to be and what our life is going to be is Christ. Now, if we were to decide that the day is going to be for us or that it's going to be for Christ, every single thing that we do for that day comes from what our motive is. Okay, so envision the tree branch. So your motive, your branch can be that for yourself, or it can be that for Christ. Now, every branch on a tree has little branches that come off of it. So your main motive is myself, or is it Christ? And then everything that we do comes off that main branch. So when you get to work, are you modeling the love of Christ? Are you chasing that? Is that the motive of everything that you do? When you are in your friendships, when you're in your relationships, in your side of your families, all those little branches that come off the main thing, the motive of your heart, is that Christ or is that for you? So what I've encouraged, and including encouraging myself, because we all need this the same, is that how can we start our day reminding ourselves of that motivation, and what is that motive behind what we do? So for me, like when I get up in the morning, I try to dig into some worship music. For me, sometimes that's not traditional church, worship music. That might be a little bit of Christian metal, stuff that gets me instantly thinking about Christ, about what he's done for me, about what he's done in my life, about the things that he's gotten me through, the things that he's going to get me through, the promise that he has for my future. It gets my day started. It gets me regulated for trying to make my motive the best that I can. Hey, I'm still a human. I'm still going to fail. I'm still going to struggle. There's going to be times where I'm going to be angry when I don't need to be angry. There's going to be things that I'm going to do. There's going to be times that I'm going to sin. But we always want to be able to fall back on that big branch that we chose for the day that is our motive. So how can you start your morning or your day in a fashion that's going to set the tone for your motive for the rest of the day? That's really my thought for today. Like I said, this is in 1 Corinthians 13. The specific verse that I reference is verse 7, where once again it says, love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and endures all things. And like I said, that's not Paul talking about our relationship between us and God. That's our relationship between us and others. That's human relationships. So how can we make that mantra that love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and endures all things, that truth that's right there for us to grasp, how can we make that our motive for everything that we do in our lives? Can I maybe ask yourself that question today? And how can I start my day, every day, in the right place so that I can build that branch of my motive for Christ's love? That way all the little branches of everything that I encounter through my day come off of that. Like I said, if you have any questions about anything that I post, you're more than welcome to reach out to me at any time. Message me. Hope you guys have a great day, great afternoon. Just a reminder for men, we still meeting. Our fight club is Thursday at 7 o'clock, which is tonight, 7 o'clock, right here at my office, which is in Buckley, Allen's Buckley Auto Sales. And then we'll get back into the main fight club here next month, right back at the Tabernacle Church. God bless you guys. Have a great day.